You say it's impossible to find time to get everybody at the same time to eat together. Let me just tell you, this is going to really annoy you, William. So James Elby has been making me laugh all morning because he says on Facebook, what's this thing you call a table? Every meal, be it a sandwich, a roast, takeaway, gets eaten in my front room, in my recliner. Never heard of this table thing. Sunday roast, 2 p.m, no chance of me being away from the television. That's when the match's on.
Sounds like Homer Simpson.
It's exactly. It sounds kind of ideal, but what's the problem with that?
The problem with that is that, you know, that gentleman and anyone else that is eating a meal on a sofa or in a recliner, you're not sitting up straight, which will help with the digestion of the food. You're looking at the television, watching the match, not looking at your food. And we do eat with our eyes first. When our eyes see food, produces saliva in our mouth, and the saliva helps to digest food. It's pretty grim, but that's what happens.
But what's the difference in looking at the TV screen or looking at the person opposite you at the dining table? You're still not looking at your plate, you're looking at the person rather than the screen.
You are, good point, but you are still, if you're sitting opposite somebody or with several people or just sitting at a dining table on your own, you are still focusing more on your food, because actually the person sitting opposite you very rarely changes, whereas a screen, it's a constant barrage of pictures, and you think, oh, well, I won't look away because I might miss something. I
have to say, when my son and I eat, he's only 5, he'll be going, Mum, can I watch Horrid Henry? And I'll go, you can watch Horrid Henry if you eat all your broccoli. I'll go, I'll eat all my broccoli if I can watch Horrid Henry. So we have this war of contrition. I let him do it, and then I eat, and I watch my... I mean, it's... But we sit at the dining table, but we're still not talking to each other sometimes.
I think, fundamentally, I completely agree. Yes, we should be sat at a table, but it's just not possible in this modern day. We've got so many activities. By the time my boys have finished doing their football, they finish doing cross-country, they finish doing this and they finish doing that. By the time I've finished one of my 2 jobs, by the time my other half gets in, the idea of us all sitting down together just is impossible.
So where do you eat, then? Just
generally, the boys, we've focused our home around a breakfast bar. Yeah. So we tend to... I'm in the kitchen doing whatever it is I need to do, whether it's cooking one of the 5 meals that I need to cook because everyone's quite fussy, or whether it's packing lunches for the next day. The boys are still with me. They're at the breakfast bar, but they are watching their iPads on TVs quite regularly.
And how about on the weekends? Where are you sitting on the weekends, when presumably there's a little bit more time, there isn't the school, the after-school activities?
I'd love to think there's more time, but with all of that football training comes football matches and a lot of activities. So, again, it is on the hoof at the breakfast bar.
Well, I take your point about weekends. I mean, I'll be absolutely honest, we've got a coffee table, it's about so high, in front of the big widescreen telly in our front room, and that's where we eat, right? And I sit on the floor with my back against the sofa, so I'm leaning against the back of the sofa and my plate's right there.
Japanese style.
Japanese style, exactly right, yeah. Judy sits on the sofa at the other end.
Looking down upon you,
looking down slightly upon me, with her plate on the table, and she leans forward to eat, but I'm eating sort of like that, sideways, basically.
Aren't you out of touch saying we're all wrong?
No, because when I eat from a table, whether it's on my own, with my partner, or with friends, I can eat properly, I can hold my knife and fork properly, the food stays there, I'm eating it nicely. And when you go out for meals with friends, adult friends, it is incredibly easy to spot which of your friends sit there
because I sit on the floor in the restaurant sideways.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's very easy to see.
How do you teach your kids, then, the manners at the table? Because that is something they all have to learn, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't disagree that whether it's table manners or good manners, that can still be taught, but there just has to be a bit of balance.
But when do you do it, then, if they're not sitting at a table?
There are the weekends. We love a roast dinner, and that is our time on a Sunday, you know, very archetypal. On a Sunday, we sit down and we do have a roast.
At that table we saw on the picture, or
at the table just beyond the breakfast bar,
which has got all the homework on it. And
it's generally laden with life
that gives you the pleasure. We do the same. Sometimes, because all the kids have left home now, but very often they come around on Sunday, and I love setting the dining table. I love setting it and lighting candles and stuff, and and sitting...
It's a nice time for families to sit and talk. I think that's what's good about it, because, you know, if you've got the television on, you're not necessarily talking to each other, and the good thing is that you all sit down, then you have to have a chat, you have a nice conversation, and that's why I think it's really important to kind of protect that family sitting around the table as much as possible.
Can Ella Rose sit at a table now and eat?
Well, we will do it the weekend, though. Yeah, I mean, obviously in the week, we sit and have, you know, she has meals in a high chair in the kitchen, so it's different, isn't it? Because she's only little. But at the weekends, sit around the table.
Yeah, well, Janie says, we are busy ladies, but use mealtime to catch up on daily activities. Discussion and communication is sadly lacking in today's technological world. Please don't ditch the dinner table. But when you've got Mary Berry, the icon, and Nigella Lawson both saying, actually, you know, we eat in front of the telly or we eat in the kitchen.
When it comes to conversation, there are so many other opportunities to chat with the kids, and quite often, if you're sat with them face to face, all they want to do is shut off, especially boys. They're more known for wanting to chat when maybe they're in the car, take them for a walk, take them for a run. They'll open up, they'll talk to you
But they can't practice eating properly with a knife and fork in the car. That's got to happen.
No, but they'll do that at the weekend.